Good morning, students. So yesterday we had seen how the water respiration occurs in the human beings through the nostril, and how the gases exchange takes place in the alveoli, which is present inside the lungs. So today we have to see water. Today we have to see about the respiration in the plants. Okay. So what is respiration? That we already know. What is respiration? Means what a gases exchange takes place. Okay. So when we talk about the plant now. So respiration occurs in the plant through three parts. One is called stomata in the leaves, then lenticels, and then the surface of the roots. Okay. See, suppose this is a plant. Okay. And suppose this is your leaves. Okay. So as we know that water, the small pores that is present in the leaves, this is your called stomata. This is called stomata, and which is surrounded by the water guard cell. So the opening and the closing of the stomata is decided by the guard cell. When the stomata will open and when it will close, this is decided by the guard cell. Okay. So the gases exchange also takes place in the stomata. Means releasing of water, oxygen, taking carbon dioxide. Then at the night time, when photosynthesis process does not occur, then on that time water, the plants takes oxygen at the night time and leaves carbon dioxide also. Okay. So this gases exchange takes place from the stomata, which is the tiny pores present in the leaves. Okay. Secondly, we have to talk about the lenticels. What is lenticels? So lenticels are the small pores that is present in the stem of the plant. That is present in the stem of the plants. Lenticels are the small pores that is present in the stem of the plants, and from this part of the plant also the water respiration means water gaseous exchange takes place. Understood? And thirdly, in the surface of the roots also the gaseous exchange takes place. So we can say that water from three parts of the plant. One is your leaves, then the stems, and thirdly your water, the surface of the roots. From this part of the plant the respiration occurs. Okay. So as we have discussed the life process, we are studying the life process, and we know that four processes together called the life process. One is called nutrition. Second is called what? Respiration. Okay. Third is called transportation, and fourth is called what? Expiration. So these all four processes together called the life process, in which we have completed nutrition, we have completed respiration. These two things we have completed, means nutrition we have completed and respiration we have completed. Once again I repeat, four process together called the life process. One is called nutrition, another is called respiration, third is called transportation. What is transportation? Okay, this is the what? Transporting of food and the waste material, blood, oxygen, all these things from one part of the body to the other part. This is called transportation. And what is the expiration? The filtration of the blood. The blood gets filtered by the help of the water kidneys that is working in the body. What is the work of the kidney? This filter our blood from the urea, from the toxic substance that is mixed up with the blood. Okay, so this is called excretion. Filtering of blood by the help of kidney. This is called excretion. So these four process known as the life process, in which we have finished nutrition and the respiration. Okay. So today we have to see what the transportation in the humans. Okay. How transportation, how the food that we take just go distribute in all the part of the body, how the other substance transport from one part of the body to the other part. These things we have to study. Okay. So let's talk about the part of the blood. The blood has four parts. One is called plasma, second is called RBC, red blood cell, third is called platelets, and fourth one is called the white blood cell. So these four are the part of the blood. They have different functions. So first let's start with the plasma. This is that part of the blood which is yellow in color, and its work is to what? Carry food, carbon dioxide, we can write here, carry food, carbon dioxide and the other substance from one part of the body to the other part. Let's talk about RBC that contain the hemoglobin, and because of the hemoglobin the color of the blood is red, because hemoglobin is a red pigment. Hemoglobin is a type of protein, okay, that carries oxygen from the alveoli that we had seen yesterday. It carries oxygen from the alveoli and distribute in all the part of the body. So this is the work of the hemoglobin. Third, we have discussed about the platelets. What is platelet? It is that part of the blood that clot the blood. That clot, you know, clot, thakka jamana. Okay, thakka jamana. Okay, means you see that when you get any cut in any part of the body, then after flowing of blood for 2 to 3 minutes, it will stop. So how the clotting of the blood takes place? This is done by the platelets. Understood? And last, this is your white blood cell. Okay, this is your WBC, and this is also known as what? Your immune system. Means this this boost of your body, and this what fight with the germs and the bacteria that spread the disease in the body, and this always save your body from all kinds of germs and bacteria. So these are all about the transportation in the humans. Okay, tomorrow we will see how the human heart work. Okay, till then, goodbye.